Hello, it's me, Vicky Marie. Now, sorry, this is completely unexpected live stream. Oh, today's just been one of those days where you wish that you could just concentrate. Hi, Chumba. You wish that you could just concentrate, or I wish I could just concentrate on the channel. There's been so much news. So much news coming in, and I had to work. I mean, luckily I could do some videos this morning because of somebody cancelled. Hi, Jackie. But I've had to work. I don't mean to make that sound awful, because that is my job. That is, my way of life. That's how I live. But sometimes when there's a lot of news and I really want to come on and talk to everybody and tell them, hi David, hi Rio. It's just been a crazy day today. It's been one of those crazy days. And so I'm just popping on now because hopefully I will be able to come on later, but there's quite a few things sort of happening that I'd like to tell you about. And then tonight they'll probably be clearer. But it's like it's all or nothing, isn't it? Sometimes there's no news, like about anything. And then today there's been quite a lot of news. Now, first thing I want to say is, if any of you know about Summer Wells, which I have never covered the case, because I don't really like covering children's cases. I do them every now and again, but I just don't want to be always thinking what might have happened to Summer Wells. But there have been some remains, or I'm hearing reports. I sound like CNN or something, or I have heard reports that there have been some remains found, but it's all, I can't confirm it. I'm just trying to sort of find out. But I want to tell you about Summer Wells first. A lot of you will know about this case. It's a very famous case. It's gone on for quite a long time. So, hang on, I'm looking up the wrong thing here. Yeah, let me read you because she was 5 years old when she went missing. Oh God, News Nation, they won't let me go on their website because I don't live in the same country. Let's try this. Just to get the details up for you, because I don't know, because I haven't covered it over, in any depth. I only know about the case. Hi, where's Nina? Oh, so you've been following it for 2 years. Yeah, now I don't know, you probably know more about it than me, to be honest. All I know is this little girl went missing, and I think her family is under suspicion. Is that right? That's the impression that I get. It's one of those cases that I've been meaning to sit down and do a video and do the research, etc. But unfortunately, there are so many other things going on all the time. It's just I just never have got around to it. Hi, Annie. But I'm trying to get something up here just so that, because there will be some people who don't know about it. So have you heard that these they have found some remains near Greene County or something? Some people might know more than me, especially maybe if you live in America. Let's have a look at that. Right, okay. So what I've got up here is the Charlotte Observer. Oh God, they won't let me read it. What's going on? News Nation won't let me read it. Let's see if these will let me read it. Okay, right, I'm going to share this because it's got a picture of her as well. Poor little girl. Hi, Rose Petal. Hi, Angela. Yeah, I need to maybe, look into it, do maybe on this week sometime. I will do it maybe on Friday. But it'd be interesting if it's, because it's like somebody's just said there, it is tragic when they find remains in so many ways, isn't it? But in one way, especially after all this time, High Maltese Cross. Now, let me just present. So I want to read you the details. And to be honest, I mean, I've seen the pictures of her. Obviously, I've seen that other creators have covered her. You know, it just seems like they're always making videos about her. And I don't know, a little face. I don't know. I don't know why I didn't really, but anyway, saying here, I don't know if this is a reliable source. That's all. What is it? ABTC News. Don't know about that. It says here that she went missing in June. Oh, no, this is no good. Sorry. I've got to find something reliable, haven't I? Let's see. I wonder if the BBC News has. Yeah, I need to really look into it properly. So let's see, disappearance of someone else. Yeah, I've sort of noticed the names and things of Don and Candace, etc. And it seems like there's something in the family, is there? I don't know, or there's suspicion in the family. Let's have a look. It's the Sun. Unfortunately, the Sun is normally quite reliable for things like this. Hope I don't miss anyone coming in, but I'm just trying to find some information about it. Here we go. Right, so the mystery of missing Summer Wells 6. Bless her. After her dad releases her final picture from jail on the anniversary of her disappearance. So why is he in jail? Anyway, her father, Don Wells. So that is her father. I don't know why I thought he was a stepfather. But he reveals that Don released this video while he remains in jail for a DUI arrest. So that's driving under the influence, isn't it? We've got some more photos. Bless. Yeah, is it because he's a prisoner? You know, because obviously it seems like there's some problems in this family. Oh, look at that beautiful picture. That is a beautiful picture of her. So there's obviously if he's in prison I mean, to go to prison for a DUI is unusual, isn't it? He must have had other things or done other things. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me know. So let's see. So I presume he's out of jail now. So she turned 6 in February 2022. So if she is still with us, then she would be 7 now. So she went missing near her home in Hawkins County, Tennessee. All right, okay. So it's saying here that her family are not cooperating. Was that what caused people to be suspicious? Did the just when you see these little ones go, it's bad enough when anyone goes missing, but now I believe they have found remains a couple of times, but that have turned out not to be Summer's remains. But this often happens, doesn't it, when people are looking for missing people? That happened with Gabby Petito and Brian Laundrie. You know, they find other remains of other people while they're looking for them. That's what happened in the Gilgo Beach You know, they were looking for Shannon Gilbert, and they found all the Gilgo Beach victims, and she's not thought really to be a victim of the Gilgo Beach murderer. But if they hadn't been looking for her, they wouldn't have found these other poor souls. And then recently, when they found Suzanne Morphew's remains, that she'd been missing for all that time, they weren't looking for her at that time. They were looking for another lady called Edna who had disappeared. And I don't know if they found Edna yet. And, you know, thing is, this is where, when I always wish that I did have more time, because these things you could literally, you know, just spend all day. You have to, in a way, if you're going to. Eventually I will, when the channel grows. So, yeah, so it's Summer Wells, who disappeared a couple of years ago, bless her. So what I heard today was that I mean, it's literally only just been reported, and it may be nothing, it may not be Summer, but that some remains had been found in Greene County. Now, I'm going to come back online later because I do have a class at, not yet, I've got 20 minutes yet. I do have a class at 7 till 8, but I am going to come on back, not directly after, but later on tonight, maybe 9-10 o'clock my time, which will be, or maybe 9 o'clock your time if you're in the UK, or it depends where you are. But I'll try and give some warning. Oh, bless her. So that was the first thing that I just wanted to tell you. That was something that came up. So I'm looking into it. There's more news coming out. Maybe nothing. So, but I just wanted to mention it because I knew it was, yeah. It is endless, Nina. Where's Nina? I know it is. But hi, Persephone. Hi, Desi. So you know about the case. So I was just saying that I've heard that they have found some remains in Greene County. Of course, I don't know how near that is to Wales, you know, because I've not done a video on this case. I haven't researched it at all. I've seen it, obviously, and then I've avoided it because it's very rare for me to do a case about a child. But and I thought that lots of other people were covering it. So I was thinking, well, you know, it's getting covered by plenty of people. But it was just seeing that, I thought, well, that is hopefully a significant development. Did nobody love this girl then? I mean, was it... well, that's what I need to look at, because sometimes what happens is that, yeah, maybe the immediate family, there's a problem with the immediate family, a bit like with Laurie Vallow, isn't it, and Chad Daybell. They didn't care about those two children, Tylee and JJ, but other members of the family did. Do you know, like other members of probably of Laurie's family and other members of the father, well, it wasn't the father, but it was the adoptive father, Charles. They're the ones that are taking JJ's remains home. You know, so there's normally somebody in the family, maybe the grandparent, maybe, you know, extended family. I mean, is this one of those families? Hi, Angela. Yeah, I'm going to this weekend, definitely, maybe Friday, for the Friday Night Live. I'm gonna do gosh, yeah, anybody send me details, I'm happy to get details, and then we'll do a deep dive into the Summer Wells case. But I just wanted to let you know, apparently there have been some remains found. Now, whether it'll turn out to be Summer's remains, so I'm thinking now, well, we all do. You know, sometimes that happens, doesn't it? When the people that want answers or want the person to be found and be safe and well, they're sometimes not the family, unfortunately. Okay, now the other thing I wanted to tell you about briefly here, and this is, you know, this is news today. I did the video about Natalie Holloway. I've known that the Natalie Holloway case, she went missing in Aruba, which is a Caribbean, is in the Caribbean, but it's under Dutch, what do they call it? It's a Dutch, not an outpost, that's not the right thing, but you know what I mean. It's one of those places that is under Dutch control. And it's always been known, probably, that this guy, Joran van der Sloot, who was also, they were both only 18 at the time. Nearly 20 years ago this happened. It's always been more or less known that he probably murdered Natalie, but he has changed his story so many times. He also, I'll put the video in the description if I remember later, but there is literally yesterday I did a video on it. He then went on to murder another poor soul in Peru, and he was caught and he's been in prison ever since. He got a 28-year prison sentence. But before he did that, he tried to extort money from Natalie's mum by saying that he would tell her what had happened to Natalie and where her remains were for a certain amount of money. And Natalie's mum did pay him some money. I think it was the whole amount he wanted was $250,000, and she didn't pay all that. She paid a down payment of maybe $20,000. Anyway, he has been extradited from Peru to answer this case, the case about the extortion, and he's gone to Alabama, and he's been in court today in Alabama to answer that case. And there's a feeling that there's some sort of deal been made that if he would agree, admit, confess to the murder of Natalie and say what had happened to her so her family could finally have peace, because where he stands at the moment is as soon as his 28-year sentence finishes in Peru, he would then, whatever sentence he got for the extortion, he would then have to come to America and serve that sentence. So I think this is because, well, and I'm going to read to you now anyway, whatever the sentence was. So let's see, because I haven't even seen this. I know it's happened. I was in class. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't, access the information. I've only just accessed it now. So let's see, what does the judge say? Let's share. And he is just, the problem with this guy is, I think, is how could you believe anything? He's said so many things already. Whatever he says, how are people going to believe it? But anyway, we'll see. So this literally is just been released. This, what am I reading? CNN. Here he is. Why can't I get rid of that? Why can't I get rid of the advert? I want to get rid of the advert. Anyway, I might not be able to get rid of it. Oh, it's taking me to the advert now. Maybe that's the only way I can get rid of it. Nope. Anyway, so you can probably, sorry about this big thing here, I can't do it, but later I'll find some proper videos, etc. So here he is. This was him today being brought in to Alabama, to the courthouse. So, oh no, that was when he was driven from a Peruvian maximum security prison to be extradited to the US. But he's now in Birmingham, Alabama. And the reason he's there is because I think that is where, that must be where Natalie's mum lives. So Joran van der Sloot, the prime suspect in the 2005 disappearance of Natalie Holloway in Aruba. Natalie was on a graduation trip. They just graduated, her and her friends. They decided to go on a trip to Aruba, and she just did not turn up at the airport when it was time to go home. And, anyway, he's admitted to killing her. So, has admitted to killing the Alabama teen. I have considered your confession to the brutal murder of Natalie Holloway, Judge Anna Manasco said after reading van der Sloot's proffer. Not sure what that means. You have brutally murdered in separate incidents years apart 2 beautiful women who refused your sexual advances because, yeah, in 2010 he killed a Peruvian girl called Stephanie. Van der Sloot, the prime suspect, pleaded guilty Wednesday to charges of extortion and wire fraud in connection with the Alabama teens' remains. So imagine what sort of person this is, that not only he's murdered Natalie, but then that's not enough. He wants to torture her mother, try and get money out of her. He said he was selling information about the location of her remains in exchange for $250,000. Now, she had been declared in 2010 legally dead, even though her remains have never been found. I mean, it makes you wonder, perhaps her remains will never be found, I don't know. Anyway, he had been arrested multiple times in connection with Holloways' death, and then he was subsequently released by Reuben authorities who cited a lack of evidence, direct evidence. So on Wednesday, Holloway's mother lambasted Van der Sloot in court after seeing his proffer. What is a proffer? That must be his statement, which she said included his admission to killing the teen. She said, for 19 years, you denied killing Natalie Holloway. Your lies have caused indiscernible pain. You have finally admitted that you murdered her, Beth Holloway said in an emotional victim impact statement. You are a killer, and I want you to remember that. Now, this is very, I mean, the full statement and what's been decided, I'm sure will come out. This has literally only just happened. Now, I did see that he apparently has found God now. He's found God, he's found Jesus. He's changed as a person, he says. So Peruvian, I mean, he has to go back to Peru and finish off his 28-year prison sentence. The Peruvian officials just allowed a temporary release in June to face these charges. So almost 2 decades after she vanished after Natalie, why do they always say Holloway? Or why do they always use surnames? Anyway, 2 decades after oh God, and then I end up repeating it. After Natalie vanished in Aruba, Van der Sloot might soon reveal long-awaited details about how she died. Oh, the only problem is this guy, how can you believe anything he says? He's said so many versions of what happened. Anyway, so as a condition of a plea deal, he was required to say how he died and how disposed of. However, his attorney said there won't be any further investigation or search for Natalie's remains. Anyway, I was trying to listen to YouTube. I like it very well, so I wait until the new episode comes out on the channels. We can hear it. 15 years of mystery and misery. Now, I wonder what's happened to the 2 brothers, because it wasn't just him. He and 2 brothers, were all been arrested a couple of times, but anyway, they were charged, they were released. So, wonder what he said. So he'll have given a statement. So basically what he's done is confessed to the murder because he wants, what's the word? He wants leniency with these. You know, what I have to look into, what will probably come out later is what's like Norman Collier. Can't you hear me? Could you hear me okay? Tell me the internet's again. Okay, so basically, I'm just here to just tell you about these things. I've got to. Is it cutting off? I don't know why it's cutting off. Oh, I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I'm down here or if it's just the internet's gone crap. It's got another company. So I might use it upstairs again. Maybe I'll have to look at another internet company. You can't hear me. Oh. Anyway, well, I'm going now. I've got to go. So I just wanted to tell you this news. Some people are zombies. Who are we talking about? There's no trolls in there, is there? Hopefully. I don't think there are. No, you're all okay. You're all okay. Okay, well, you've got the basic news. The basic news is I'm hearing that the possibly relevant to the Summer Wells case, but don't know yet. I've got to find out. And Joran van Sloot has confessed to the murder of Natalie Holloway, which in a way you sort of think, well, we always thought he had done it anyway, but it is important. So we've got to see what the developments will be now. Okay, so I will definitely be back on later tonight with what I can find out. Hopefully the internet will be a bit better. I'm not sure. I don't know if it is the internet. I don't know what it is. I just don't know what it is. And I'll see you later. So I've got class now. I've got to go. Hasta luego. Get in the Spanish mode. Hasta luego. Hasta pronto. See you in a couple of hours. I'll be back on. Thank you so much for watching. And I don't like to say let's hope that Summer Wells's remains have been found in one way, because obviously that means that she's no longer with us. But you know what? What is the alternative for Summer Wells? If what happened was she was taken by a P, or she was, then she'll have been suffering terribly all these years. So you almost sort of would be preferable to think she was at least at peace, but I don't know. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't want to be not on this planet. I want her to be living a lovely life with a lovely family and people that love her and care about her. But better than being sort of I suppose. But anyway, see you later. I know. Prayers for Summer Wells. And also, I'd like to say some prayers for Natalie Holloway's mum, who has been through absolute pain and agony. Okay, adios. May your God